Hey, everybody.
Let's do it. All right. Do you want to chat about anything, Tyler, before we get going?
No. I was wondering if you wanted to talk at all about any of the games and the competitions going on, or maybe we can later have some of the mods like chat about how that's going there. But yeah, I'm just kind of here to see what's up.
Yeah, and I'm going to be sending out a Google form right now as well, where it'll let you basically, in order to sign up for the Minecraft build off, you've got to go fill out this form. Yeah, I guess the first 100 are going to get access to the to it, and those first 100 are going to be listed, or they're going to be basically. Uh, uh, like specific people that we go teleport to the spot and give creative access on the on the um, on the Minecraft server. So actually, yeah, let me finish this announcement really quick. If you want to keep going, Ty.
Yeah, I'll just do a quick little recap on. Um, I know there's been a couple small group of people having an issue around the verification and connecting the wallet. We're from our end, we're really not able to recreate this bug. I know it seems like I've been trying to DM as many people as possible, and a lot of people seem to be able to figure it out before I ever actually help anybody. And then it does seem that quite a few of the issues are related to those who were also involved in the raffle, who are now using a different combination of their wallet or email. And I know that that doesn't necessarily cover everybody. Some people are having an issue. So I've been asking for some like video screenshots of this process so we can try to help out. But the truth is, we've got plenty of time. We're not exactly going to announce a launch date, but it probably won't be till later next week. I know that's going to kind of suck to hear for some people, but what we're doing now is working on our platform, the ability to fuse, the ability to Pegasus, the ability to burn and then get the traits. Like those things are all being like invented by us on our custom platform. The minting function, the security, the redeem, all of that seems to be pretty much locked up. We got a few more pieces, but at this point, we're just building our platform, which in order to support up to tens of thousands of visits a day and stuff like that, we just got to make sure that we get it right. And we'd rather get it right than try to rush it and have a bunch of people have some issues that could throw the momentum of the project off. So anyways, long story short, if you are having any issues verifying your email and connecting your wallet, please don't be concerned at all. I promise we got plenty of time to help you out. You can DM me. I will do the best I can. I know our mods have been finding that a lot of people have ad blockers on. Turn the ad blocker off. It seems like Firefox and Chrome appear to work pretty well for most people. And also, if you did create or verify your account and connect your wallet for the raffle, you would now need to use the same exact login info, like same email, same login details for your password, and same wallet. And any other adjustment to that combination would ping us as a red flag that we already have this email on file, but it's a different wallet, or we already have this wallet on file, but it's a different email. So if there is an issue on top of all of those things, we are not able to see it on our end, at least not internally with all the people we've tested with. So we got plenty of time. So just send me a DM. We'll try to start that conversation and see what we can do to help.
Yeah, and really quick, I saw Air Card or Air CRD wants to come up on stage. We'll bring you up in just a sec, but if you want to put your hand back up, we can do that. But also, Milan on YouTube asks, "You've got a Cryo Pass. Should I register to a new email and wallet, or can I verify the Cryo one?" So. In order to get into the spot where you'll be able to redeem your unicorn with your Cryo Pass, you will need to go get your account set ready. And if you were part of the raffle for the Cryo Pass, then you will still need to log in just to make sure that everything's ready and correct. Tyler was just talking through anybody who tried to use like a different email or password or wallet that like any of those three were different, then it's gonna mess it up the login. So some people have been having trouble getting through who did log into the raffle or create an account during the raffle. So just heads up, you will need to make sure you're using the same stuff on this time around too. So, but yeah, then another big thing I just dropped in the announcements section on Discord. There's a Google form, so if you want to participate in the Minecraft build off, where our favorite two builds will get a Cryo Pass. If you want to participate in that, you go to that form. The first 100 people to fill out the form will get will be like registered, and so we're not going to whitelist the server. Basically, the server should be open, but in order to participate, we're going to like teleport you to a specific spot, and then we're going to give you creative access to the server. That way, you can you don't have to build in survival mode because that'd be frustrating. But yeah, basically, we're going to kind of like. Basically, we're not going to like run it forever. We're going to run it where me or one of the mods will be in there, making sure nobody's griefing, because there was a plugin around it, but it was going to wipe the whole thing. So it was going to be a nightmare to run with. So yeah, this is how we're going to do it. Is like throughout this week, we'll be having times when we're opened and watching people create, and yeah, so that'll be going on throughout this week, and then we'll probably pull the winners by the end of the week is the plan. So maybe on the Friday live we can spend the time running like that, Tyler. But yeah. Cool. We got some questions coming out in YouTube. Hi, when it came out, I'm running out of school if I need to. No, so it's not out just yet, but basically there is the sign up form. You can sign up to be able to get ready for the launch day. Also on launch day, we're going to be having it so you can redeem from your phone. So as long as you've created an account on a computer, you'll be able to log in later on your phone. Right now, the phone, you can't log in. It's not mobile optimized just yet, but it will be by the time we launch. So yeah. What's the crypto used for the initial NFT? So it's going to be Solana, so you need a Phantom wallet. But the cool thing is we're doing this completely free. So all you need to do is register with an account with your email and your wallet address, kind of like connect your wallet from Phantom, and then that's going to pull your wallet address, and then we're going to basically that'll allow you to go create. To go try to redeem. And then in order to keep it free, we're not actually minting, we're redeeming on launch day. So we're going to have all 8,000 already minted. They'll be in our wallet. And then on launch day, you'll be able to, the first 7,000 to press the button are going to claim it, claim one of the unicorns. And then we'll move it over to your wallet from there. So,
looks like Business and Its Ways asked on YouTube a question: if they were to make a game for the unicorns and it's good, is there a way to make this work? And that's something I actually kind of want to talk about a little bit. We've been having, I think we have so many things I like about our community, but one of my favorite things is like the amount of people with really great skill and talent who want to come be a part of our team or somehow contribute to the community. And I think now this would make 6 or 7 people who say that they either can or want to build a game on top of our lore, on top of our characters. And that's something I'm really excited about. We've been diving in, Nolan and I think like we're probably like 80% of the way towards like what our first game is going to be, which I don't really want to reveal too much just yet, because it's all kind of idea. Something that you guys might start to notice about me and Nolan is we get real excited about things, and we start with an idea and it'll grow into something very different than what it started. So in an effort to not look too like wishy-washy, we'll just keep some of our dream phase to ourselves. But I have been talking to not a lot of like 5 or 6, I think this will be like 6 or 7 people who say they want to build a game. And we're kind of setting our standards, our in-game tokenomics, or whether we're going to create a coin that will actually come in, or like a token, like an actual real life investment opportunity that would coincide and represent with in-game currency like Ronin or SLV for for Axie. And so anyways, we're working all that stuff out. We're kind of setting our standards, the type of games that we want to integrate into from outside into our platform. So if you could DM me, and we will chat about that, because I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, where your skill level is at, and what basically, let's just start the conversation privately.
All right, so Axonoma, so a really cool question in YouTube. Since the fur color is considered a trait, does every unicorn start with one trait already? No, so basically there are actually 17 types of traits that are going to be on the image, right? But then there's actually a few more even. So that includes Pegasusing, and the skin. Those are the 17, right? And then there's also whether it's a cryo or not, and also the class name. So there's actually, I think, 20 types of attributes that a unicorn will have on the aftermarkets. But basically, there's 15 fusion traits, and so you have to fuse 8 and 13 fusion traits to your unicorn in order to be able to claim another unicorn on the next drop. So yeah, it's so basically technically you'll start with 1, maybe 2 attributes, but then as you fuse, then you'll get more kind of thing. So yeah, and then are we going to announce the date, or are we going to announce it at the moment? So right now, what we're trying to do is really nail down a date that we can feel really confident in hitting. Most NFT projects, they create the art, they get the contract ready, and that's it. And honestly, we've been there. We probably could have done that a month ago, right? But there's so much more to this. There's fusions, there's the platform, there's trait boxes, there's so much complication here that we've been really nailing down over the past few days, nailing down like a real timeline. And so at this moment, we're kind of just waiting to make sure that we're on track for that timeline, hitting those milestones that we're expecting, and then we'll start dropping a date. Basically, I can assure you it won't be this week, but that's about all we're able to say at this moment. And I know that it's frustrating. We want this out as bad as you guys do, and we're close. We really are close. It's just we're now in the real thick of it, where we've got to have everything go really well over the next week, and then we'll be sailing. So that's it. Yeah. Will you be able to change the name of the unicorn after the redeem? Yes. So basically, the color of the unicorn cannot be changed ever again, but the name of the unicorn can be changed whenever you want. And as you name it, actually, it's in the description. So if you go to the Cryo Pass on SoulSea, there's a description saying this was minted by player number whatever on the Stranded Unicorns collection. And so it's the same deal in here, where it says this is a Genesis 1 unicorn, a Generation 1 unicorn with named blah by blah. And so it'll actually have your username in there as well. So that will make it so that if ever somebody is famous or whatever ends up with a unicorn and they name it or whatever, then you might not want to name it after you buy it. But you could, if you wanted to, rename it whatever you want. So the one thing too is, because of that, the names do need to be unique from every other unicorn. But yeah, you can change it whatever you want though. So yeah. How are you going to do the mint for people that have a Cryo Pass? Yeah, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to mint 8,000 ourselves. All of that is going to be in our wallet, waiting to be claimed, right? And so of that 8,000, 1,000 is going to be reserved for the Cryo Pass holders, and you'll see in your profile, on your account screen, you'll be able to see all of the Cryo Passes that you have, and each one will have a button saying "Claim Unicorn." Or redeem unicorn, and then that will allow you to go name and choose a color for your unicorn, and yeah, so that's how it'll go for every Cryo Pass holder. And then additionally, if we've got another 7,000 of that 8,000 that will be available for the general redeeming or claiming. I think we're going to call it claim, Tyler. By the way, A claim sounds cooler than redeem, right?
Yeah, it's probably better. And on that note, like we're discussing a way to like say for instance you own a cryo pass right now and you get your free unicorn and you want to go try to sell your cryo pass. There needs to be a way to for the potential buyers to understand that this cryo pass has already claimed its unicorn. And so we're going to compile like a list of every cryo pass that has already claimed versus those that have not claimed. So if say after launch you have an unclaimed unicorn against the cryo pass, you could sell that cryo pass probably for a lot more than one that has already claimed, right? So but it also gives the buyers peace of mind in knowing it'll be on our website, not on any of the third-party marketplaces. So you'll be able to go to our website and there'll be a up to the minute like data sheet, like a spreadsheet. Sorry, I couldn't think of spreadsheet. There'll be a spreadsheet where you'll be able to see, okay, number 733 has already claimed. I do want a cryo pass, but it's only worth, I don't know, $50 worth of sold, like 0.2 or 0.15 or something like that. So versus where the floor is at right now. So that's kind of the plan. And so everybody just start getting that in the back of your mind after launch. Do not buy a cryo pass unless you're familiar with whether or not it has already claimed a unicorn. I think that's something that I'm going to just start saying in every live now, because even though we're a little bit away from launch, I just want everybody to know, because I don't want anybody to think that they're going to get a unicorn because they buy a cryo pass if that one's already taken. So it's just like everybody's here now. If you could answer that in questions when I'm not around in chat and stuff like that, it'll just be good to start indoctrinating that into everybody.
Yeah, and we'll have like a public page in our links section in Discord. Say, I don't know exactly what it'll be, but it'll like basically it'll just be a list of every cryo pass that hasn't been redeemed.
Right.
So essentially, if you want to go buy one, buy a cryo pass to redeem a unicorn, you'll be able to feel confident in that. So yeah. So. There you go.
Because you can't add that, like as a seller on Magic Eden or SoulSea, you can't like write a description yourself. It's just generated from the metadata. So, and without constantly updating every little individual metadata for every cryo pass, this is just the best way we could think of it. So.
All right. So, Fresh Watermelon asked what do the classes do, and so the classes are right now they won't do anything in the layer 1 outside of change the color of your power level. So if you look at the designs, and I could send some more designs in a minute over on general on Discord, but basically in the top left corner of your unicorn's picture, there is a little power level meter, which is basically like the number of rarity that you have of all of your traits. And so when you put like something into red, then all points go into and towards tank, right? And so tank doesn't really do anything on the layer 1, but once you hit 100 points, it will turn that power meter into red color. So you'll know right away that, okay, this is a class unicorn. And that class will also show up on the aftermarkets because there's really no good way to say, show me red, horns of this trait, because then we would have like 100,000 traits really, and so to filter into the marketplace, which would be a nightmare. And so that's how we did it, is like you can on the aftermarkets, you'll be able to sort by the trait and then also by the class of unicorn. So that will help you kind of know the coloring on the aftermarkets, but also in the layer 2 games is really where the whole point is. And we've got a sheet if you want to go to and I'll share it with you here on the YouTube stream, but it is bit.ly/uni-classes, and that link takes you to so basically a spreadsheet that gives you a breakdown of what the classes are going to do in the layer 2 games. And essentially what it's going to do is give you the ability, different abilities in the games. So yeah. Is there going to be group content like friends fighting monsters in the game? I love that idea. So I think that we're going to start with like probably the first iteration of the first game will be PvE, in that you fight like a horde of monsters or something, and then And then the people, like, it's like, endless. So you go as long as you can, and then it'll be like your points versus everybody else's points, and that's how you'll rank. That's probably like the first iteration, and then we'll get into PvP in that map. But then also I could see us doing like PvE co-op, where you can play as a group of people against that horde kind of thing. But I don't know. We started with a horde idea. We kind of switched a little bit. We might start with more of a PvP focus, but yeah, we're going to dive into the games a lot this week, into the design of the games. Basically, I've been cranking on the art, and I'm like, finally, I've only got like 25 traits left to design, and so not too much more art left to do, thank God. And so now I'm going to be able to clear up, and we're going to do a design sprint around the first game, and so we'll be able to start really showing what that's going to look like. So yeah. Whew.
Looks like a couple people in the chat are having an issue trying to connect their wallet and everything. So yeah, just DM me. Anybody who's just jumping in. There are some people having an issue. We're not able to see this issue on our end. Like from our test, everything is running. So if you do have an issue, please try to take a video screenshot, like a screen recording, and DM me with what's happening, and we will do the best we can to help. Most people are getting through on Firefox and Chrome. Some people needed to turn off their ad blocker. One person even DM me today saying that they had to put @Gmail in all caps. I don't know. That's the only person who said that. I don't know exactly how that fixed anything when they were logging in. But if you are getting stuck trying to connect your wallet or logging in, or you're, whatever waiting. I also heard a few people who aren't getting their email, like that verification email sent to them. So, I would just say, check your spam, check your promotion folders. If you're not getting that after checking through there, please DM me and let me know. We just need to recreate the problem internally so we can find it, because otherwise we really don't know how to help you if we don't know specifically what is going on. So.
Yeah. 1800 asked, will the timer on the launch day, will the timer turn into a redeem, or we have to press the refresh button? And so actually, definitely do not press the refresh button, because it does right away turn into a button. But then also, we only get 5,500 refreshes per second on before the AWS server stops loading it. So actually, yeah, we don't refresh, and because you'll miss the button, but then also it'll probably crash if too many people refresh at once. So it'll definitely turn into a button. So
yeah, moral of the claim button is going to be do not refresh. The point is, we think that at least 10, maybe even 15 to 20,000 people may show up, and Amazon, we've talked to them, they just won't give us more than 5,500 per second. So if everybody's sitting there, they verified their email, they've connected their wallet, and they're on the right URL, and everybody's like, you know what, let me refresh because I'm not seeing the button and it should be up. That's going to kill this thing. And we're going to have to do a few things. It'll probably scare a lot of people, make everybody real worried, when in reality, we've known about this well in advance. So we're just going to start saying it. We're going to email it. We're going to announce it. Do not hit refresh. If you've verified your email and you have connected your wallet and you're looking at a page that says you're ready for launch after you picked your base color, you're good. Like we're gonna keep reiterating this and make sure everybody knows. But the button will appear and it will be good. And then once it appears, click it quick, and that's it. Do no refresh.
Yeah. So business in its ways said, so since the games are going to be played with the unicorns or the creatures that are coming, don't you need something that will get the information from the unicorns? Yes. And so actually that's what's like really cool about this whole thing. And that's actually really why we need your account details, like with an email and a password, where you basically, once you create your account and then we send you that unicorn, and then we're just going to keep checking to make sure that it's still in your wallet. But then outside of that, it's pretty much off the blockchain at that point. What the blockchain loads is the metadata, which we can also load from both our server and from the games. And so in the games, as you're playing, you'll be able to collect a trait box by playing the game, and then you'll open that trait box in the game and fuse that to your unicorn in the game, all without having to leave. You can just play a match, finish, fuse, or open trait box, fuse, and then go back to playing the game without ever having to leave the game. And so that's what's so cool about this whole thing is like, because it's like running parallel to the blockchain, we don't have to like slow down and have you go back to your computer, sync up to and connect your wallet and all of that. It'll just kind of work from the game. So basically that's how it'll go, is like it'll load all of the traits that you have fused. That'll give you like points and power levels and abilities from the classes and everything. And then it'll work through that. So yeah. And then besides the colors, white and black, I know that they have multiple colors combined into one. What are the advantages? And so actually so it started as white and black were kind of, they made your character look a little too cool, in my opinion, that I was worried that they would get too much people just making everything white and black. And so because of that, that's where it started, where it doesn't get the same amount, but there is still like coolness to being like, I've got three attributes to 100 points. You can get a 3-way cross class, which will give you, more abilities in the games kind of thing. And so, so that's part of it. But basically, if you fuse a trait as white, it splits your points into 3 categories. It'll put it in 1/3 into endurance, 1/3 into strength, and 1/3 into defense. And then if you put it into black, it'll do 1/3 into dexterity, 1/3 into intelligence, and 1/3 into luck. And so yeah, you could potentially fuse everything as black or white, and then you'll get all of your points split into thirds up to however many, how much rarity level you've found through the traits. But that's the big, that's kind of like the thing is like, it's a little bit of a hindrance, but if you keep grinding and like fuse it in that way over time, it'll ultimately make your character like more dynamic than not, because otherwise you have to fuse 100 into red and then 100 into orange, and then you become a cross class kind of deal. And yeah, so that's it. All right. 18 Hana asked, after pressing the button, have you secured yourself a unicorn, or is it when you completed the whole process? Yeah, so right now, what we've got up is your ability to create an account and be ready for launch day. And then on launch day, we will have everybody press a button. And then the first 7,000 to press the button will go to a page that says, great, you made it. You got a unicorn coming. Now let's go create, open your first trait box for your unicorn. So that's that for the expansion for 7,000 people. But then everybody else who didn't press the button in time will go to a screen that says, hey, sorry, you didn't make it. You can go buy one whenever somebody lists it on, the aftermarkets kind of deal. So, but basically, yeah, from there, you'll be able to go open a trait box, fuse it to your unicorn, and fuse the traits to your unicorn and get going from there. So, yeah.
Someone just asked if their account gets hacked for the email address, will their NFT stay safe? If I get hacked, can I create a new game account? And so, Nolan might be able to fill in the blanks a little bit better, but what's in your wallet is separate than your email. We're using your email as a security measure to enable more safe kind of processes that will prevent other people from being able to come in. Once you're on our platform, they theoretically they could somehow be able to log in to your platform on our site, but your wallet is still separate. Like our platform is just going to show you what's in your wallet, and so and you would be able to buy and sell on other marketplaces prior to us getting our own. But Nolan, did you want to add anything around that to add some peace of mind there?
Yeah, like you said, they won't actually be able to move it or give it away or anything like that, even if your email gets hacked. As long as your wallet doesn't get hacked, it'll remain safe. They might be able to fuse a trait to your unicorn that you weren't wanting to, but that's about the worst that will happen. And so I think that what we'll probably add to is like a little bit of an account recovery tool where you can then, if your account got hacked, you could send that from your wallet to another wallet, and then create a new account and with that wallet, and then it'll mark that your unicorn from your previous account moved to this wallet. Because at the end of the day, we're going to defer to whatever's actually on the blockchain, right? So if if you're still trying to log in with your old account, but then the unicorn's not in your wallet, well, then you can't continue to play the game anymore. But if you have it on a new account, that even though we didn't mark that you moved it, we mark it in the database that it was moved to this wallet and this account now has it. Because also that's the same deal as like selling it, right? If somebody was to sell something on the aftermarket, then all of a sudden it's not in your wallet, it's on this person's wallet. Well, we would just assume that it was like a aftermarket purchase or something like that. So
yeah.
All right.
I've seen GGG ask a few questions. I'm not sure what this one is. You have 2 cryo passes, so when can you create your second one? Not following. If you wanted to,
well, maybe if you've got 2 cryo passes, you'll be able to redeem both on launch day, kind of thing. So and also you don't have to participate, but if you have a cryo pass, you can also try to participate in the 7,000 mint as well, or claim as well. And so if you are one of the first 7,000 to press the button and you have a cryo pass, then you'll get 2 or however many cryo passes you have. So yeah. World of Glory, what will the gameplay look like? So we really don't have an answer for that just yet. We are going to do like a sprint on it this week to get some of the like designs mapped out for the game, and then we hope to start really jumping into building on that by probably January. We'll start jumping into it heavy on development for that. So stay tuned.
Yeah. So I'd like to try to keep these to 30 minutes on the more average ones. When we have bigger things going on, we can try to go a little bit longer, but we got a lot of work to get to, a lot of art for Nolan, a lot of working with our team there. So please stay tuned. Nolan and I are also planning some fun things. We do have a little small handful of cryo passes to give away still. We wanted to see how these games and these little competitions and tournaments go before we start planning the next round of cryo pass giveaways. But I did want to see what everybody thinks. If you wanted to suggest something in the general, what would be the most fun way to get a community involved around some giveaways? So we've done a treasure hunt, we've done some meme contests, we've done fan art. I think we're past fan art at this point because we couldn't add anything, but we could do like a fan art competition that, as long as everybody knows it's not going to end up into our collection. The talent show, that's kind of interesting. Maybe actually that just popped an idea in my head. Like real world pictures of somebody dressed up like a unicorn. That might be the funniest ones or most community voted ones or something like that. So yeah, let's plan a big, like, fun kind of competition that we can do. Maybe top 5. I think we have 10 or 11 cryo passes to give away still prior to launch. So maybe we can do like two competitions on top of all the games and everything that are already in place and planned out. So somebody's asking when is launch. We're hoping to make it later next week. We're hesitant to say an exact date at the moment, but Nolan and I are kind of planning like a video, like a little behind the scenes kind of what we're working on, to just give everybody a little peace of mind of what is actively being worked on. Because I know, like, we come here and we tell like 50 of you in our lives that, hey, we're working on this, and you probably have a lot of questions, have a lot of interest, and you kind of just have to take a word for it. But a lot of it's really cool. I saw some things today. We had a dev meeting this morning, our time, and just I don't even see some of the designs that Nolan's working on sometimes. So he was like going over the UI with the devs to make sure, like, oh, you see this change here. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't know that's what that screen was going to look like. Like, I've been hearing it, and I've been a part of inventing this stuff with Nolan, but Nolan is the designer and our artist. So when I saw it, it gave me this idea. I was like, we need to show this to everybody, like, just to give everybody a little behind the scenes loop on what's happening. And so anyways, keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be a longer form YouTube video that just keep it private and put a link in the announcements for everybody to see it. But Yeah, we are working. We got our dev team focused, and I want to do some competitions, some little tournaments, and also got the game. So everybody stay tuned, have some fun. By the way, yesterday I sent that email out to everybody, and we had, I think it was like 16,000 people opened the email yesterday, last time I checked. So anyways, a lot of people are paying attention. A lot of people are watching and want to be a part of this. So thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Hey,
Unless no one's going
before you end it, don't end it here, buddy. I gotta finish. Yeah.
sorry. I got a little carried away on my conclusion there. Sorry about that.
No, but Jellicide asked about the build battle date for Minecraft, and it's kind of tied up with all the giveaway stuff. So we've got the build battle going on in Minecraft. We've got a form in in the announcements right now. We've got 46 people already signed up. The first 100 will be able to participate in the build off, and it will be creative mode, because what we're going to do is we're going to be online and give you creative permissions and then teleport you to a specific spot, and then you'll be able to build in your spot, kind of thing, and then we'll watch to make sure that nobody's griefing each other's stuff, and and so then we'll do that sporadically throughout the week. If you haven't already and you want to participate in the Minecraft build off, go ahead over to the announcements page or the channel to see the link for the sign up on that.
Yeah. Oh, there was one other question I saw actually earlier. Rorimus, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, was asking what will it cost, and will it be like play to earn kind of? And the truth is, the mint, the first 7,000 people, it's going to be totally free. Like we're giving this away. And if you do miss out on that mint and you want to buy in, there will be, I'm sure, some listed on at least Magic Eden and SoulSea as independent third-party marketplaces that we don't have anything to do with how those prices are set. So that would be a community-generated, like community-controlled pricing model. And the games, I don't know if that's what you were asking about, like games coming out, we're always going to have a free-to-play element. That's something that's very important for us. However, in order to compete at a higher level, it's probably going to benefit a player quite a bit to own a unicorn, and have it'll also benefit even more to own certain traits, giving you a strategic advantage depending on the way we set up the games. But in order to have like somebody to play at all times, if we're going to try to get into PvP as fast as we can, it's going to be beneficial to have non-owners in the game, so that it's at least somebody to play against. So that's kind of where we're at. And so there always will be a free to play aspect, but in order to earn, which we're kind of working those mechanics out, you are going to have to contribute. And if you look at every play to earn game, they're basically like a Ponzi scheme. The first round of people come in with some kind of level of investment, and if enough generated interest happens, the next round of people come in and they contribute more money. And it's like that's really how it is. And there are very few ways to earn a respectable amount of money without investing any actual money. In fact, Thaden Arena is a really cool game that just came out. And I think in order to earn free to play, you have to have at least purchased 750 THC coins, or I forget the way that it's mapped out, or you have to have bought one of their characters, which the floor was like $300. And so any kind of play to earn aspect, there has to be a contribution to the game in order for the economy of it to work. But I do like the idea of having, theoretically 1 million people playing, while only a small percentage are earning. Everybody's having fun playing the game. So, I don't know if that answers your question. We don't have it exactly worked out too. So that is what we're strategically working on behind the scenes at the moment.
Sweet. But yeah, if you guys got any issues with the sign up stuff, just DM us on Discord and we'll try to get through it. If you could kind of be really detailed on the buttons that you clicked, or what browser you're using and all of that, it would really help us a lot, because it's difficult to recreate this stuff a little bit to be able to find the issues. But look forward to getting it out, and I'll be live in about 2 hours over on TikTok. And Tyler, when are you doing your first TikTok live, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know who's been watching our TikToks, but when it first started, Nolan was like, "Yo, come jump in." And I was like, "Nah, I don't really want to," because it's all about design, and Nolan's our designer. I don't know anything about. I'm not good at designing at all. So, but here in this world, I am pretty knowledgeable, I guess, about NFTs in general, where I think the market's going. So I might jump in there. If there were some topics that people wanted to talk about or maybe hear about, I could speak to that more specifically than just like generally ranting on a live, because you got so many good things going on TikTok. I don't want to bring it down or anything like that. So we'll see. I guess is the answer to that.
Cool. Just like get a printout of my face behind you so that everybody's like, oh, okay, yeah. That dude.
Yeah. I was even thinking about coming over and just doing it in your like office there, so it doesn't like throw anybody off. But our best performing videos are generally like 86% FYP. So they're like brand new people who maybe they've seen a video, but they're definitely not following us. So I don't know. It probably wouldn't hurt if it was a good video, I think. But, yeah, I'll swing by. I'll swing by.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, but we probably won't do a live tomorrow, but we'll definitely be doing one on Wednesday. Okay, so heads up on that. But all right, everybody, have an awesome day. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.